Hello and welcome to this history tutorial on Elizabethan Society. This is for Edexcel GCSE History Elizabethan England. Today we will cover the structure of Elizabethan society. It is important to remember that in the time of Elizabeth there was a strict social order to society. Everybody knew their place, who was above them and who was below them. Starting at the very top of the social structure was God. People believed that God chose the monarch. This was known as the divine right. The monarch's decisions were therefore God's decisions. It was an important feature because everyone would go to church in England. There were strong beliefs in heaven and hell, and in addition to this, there was a church in every parish. They ran schools and ran church courts. Underneath God came the monarch. They governed the country. In order to do this, they needed the nobles and gentry to keep law and order, otherwise their wishes would never be carried out. Underneath the monarch came the nobility. These were the wealthiest landowners across the country. They held huge amounts of local influence. Because of this influence, they were often also the monarch's closest advisors and often part of the Privy Council, which was made up of the monarch's key advisors, such as Sir William Cecil. Slightly less important was the gentry. These were the lesser nobles, knights and lawyers. They held land, just not as much as the nobility, and they played a key role in local government. Underneath the gentry came the merchants. These were business people who participated in retail and trade. They would trade goods from across Europe, such as cloth. Beneath the merchants came the yeomen. These were the farmers who owned their own land. This made them more important than the tenant farmers who came beneath them, who had to rent their land from a landowner. Underneath the tenant farmers were the skilled craftsmen, such as carpenters or blacksmiths. Just below the craftsmen were the labouring poor. These did jobs such as agricultural labour, or in towns they worked with textiles or leather. At the very bottom of society were vagrants or vagabonds. These were the people without a home or work who often wandered from place to place. The social structure in Elizabethan England might sound complex, but there are several basics which you should be aware of. Wealth flows up the chart. The higher up the chart you were, the richer you were. The lower down, the poorer you were. This is the same for power. Those at the top had more, and those at the bottom had less. If you want to get further help, why not go online to history.outwood.com, speak to your teachers in school, or visit quiz.outwood.com for some sweet revision quizzes. Until next time, that is a little bit of history.